Yeah, I got here today and I went to open my audio
Hello.
interface. Hmm?
You're
You're
listening
listening
to
to
Rico and
Rico and
Pearlo's House of
House of
Exotic
Exotic
Hymes Frolic.
Frolic.
I do
I do
still have an
still have
echo.
an echo.
Let me see.
Anyways, yeah, there we go. Now it's not so much.
Go.
We're back to
We're
the
back to
regular,
the regular season,
and
and
that
that
might
might
be
be
me.
me.
That might be
That might
my
be
fault.
my fault.
No, I don't think so. Do I have an echo? No, I'm good. Now I'm not hearing the echo anymore. Okay, so we're back to the regular season, boys and girls, and you really want to go to Perlo's house, Perlo's NHL POW, my Twitter, and get involved in the community, where you can get like the rest of the season for like $40 if you go there. And I just did a video that shows what I had done up until now. It's like really good. So check that out. Dre, how are you doing? I can't hear you, Dre.
How about now?
Now we go. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Just you know, uh, get ready for the NHL season and hope to crush the end of the season.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I mean, I've been crushing up until now, and doesn't. I don't think it's going to change all that much. We've been hitting like a lot, and I'm really happy to get back to the regular season. It's going to be an interesting card that we're going into today because you got like a lot of it. You don't know who's going to be playing.
Yeah.
Like, we know Rantanen's not going to be in. There's a couple other players. Crosby is definitely injured. Uh, who's Florida going to play in their lineup tomorrow? I mean, did you see the thing on Twitter where you had like all the American players like spraying champagne everywhere? And
Oh yeah, and it was Ace of Spades. That Ace of Spades stuff is like super expensive. I'm like, man, they're spraying it like obviously they ain't buying it, but yeah, it was I couldn't believe they were spraying that. I was like, man, that's
is that
expensive
what that
stuff right
was? Or
there.
I don't know really what Ace of Spades is, but
Yeah. It's like a
oh,
really expensive like champagne. Yeah.
oh wow, and they're just throwing it out. They're just throwing it all over the crowd, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they're. I didn't physically see it, but I had heard a whole bunch of comments that it was like Ace of Spades, and I was like, wow, that's
well,
expensive.
well, good for them. And we haven't been able to do this in a while. Hymes body lube, it's the best. There, I said it. I've never felt this way before. It's been a couple days since we've been on, and it's been flying, man. I'll tell you, I had to get. I had to hire a couple Perlocopter drivers to um, get out the Easter egg cream pie edition. Yeah, like, it is so popular, man. Costco is like really mad at me right now. They're flying out like crazy, and I hope you all got what your Easter fill of Hymes because I have been sending it out to everybody. So if you haven't got it yet, message me in the comments or go to my Twitter my Pearl or Pearlo's NHL POW or exotic wagers, and let me know that you haven't received your product yet. All right, so my gosh, there's so much to talk about. I want to say this first before we like. I know that McDavid won the MVP of the Olympics and all of that kind of stuff like that, but honestly, shouldn't it have been Hellebuck? What do you think on that?
Um, yeah, like I think his definitely his last game was great. When you're looking at it from, I guess, from a full team and a full tournament aspect of who helped their team the most, it's pretty close. Like I don't know. I mean, I could say that Hellebuck was definitely the MVP of that last game,
Yeah,
and maybe for maybe one or two more of those games. But I think when you look at it from a overall standpoint and seeing how many points McDavid had and he broke records, it's definitely a close race, and I think it could have went either way. But yeah, I mean, I understand everybody's position and the game that he played that may have solidified him to have the MVP, and I understand that. But yeah, I think it was just really close. I think it could have went either way, but Hellebuck definitely was deserving of it for sure.
yeah. Well, my thinking, especially in 3-on-3 overtime, I don't know what was going on there. Both him and McDavid and McKinnon tried to go through like two, three players and score a goal in which is more than likely going to end up not having possession after you try if you don't score. And they did it over and over and over again. It wasn't just one time. They just kept on doing it over and over and over again. I can't believe that. And I'm surprised that people aren't talking about this more. Um, it was absolutely ridiculous what they were doing, like both of them. I don't know if the coach told them to do it or I have no idea. I think they just lost their heads. I think in that gold medal game, eventually they just got, they got so frustrated that when they went to 3-on-3, they lost their heads. Like, how do you try to go through three guys and try to score against the best goaltender in the world in three
Yeah.
on three, which that you should know anyways, is probably going to end up not working out well for you as far as possession is concerned. 3-on-3 is a possession game. So they could have held off, waited for people the other players to come in and tried to find a spot where they could score, but it was terrible. And that's really the big reason why I think that McDavid shouldn't have won. And I know it was like only one game, um, but it was a big mistake, huge, huge.
Yeah. And he also had a shitty game versus Hellebuck had an outstanding game.
Oh,
Like,
incredible. Yeah, incredible. That save will go down. That one save with the paddle down will go down as one of the biggest
oh yeah,
saves.
they're calling it the golden save instead of the golden
Yeah,
goal. The
and
golden
they
save.
should
Yeah.
because
Hmm.
that has no business to not go in. It was a great save. Anyways, we're back to the regular season. So we're now when we go through these games, we're gonna have to look at a lot of different factors that we normally wouldn't be paying attention to. You're coming back off one day, and who's going to play, and if they do play, how much of a factor are they going to be in these games that we're going to be talking about? It's it might be one of the toughest cards, even though it's a really good card to have to handicap. Don't you think?
Yeah. I mean, I think like I was looking earlier just from a prop standpoint, and I still didn't see a lot of props out, but I think it's because some of the lineups are still undecided. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see what comes out overnight and tomorrow and see the final lineups. And like you said, there's a lot of teams that are affected either with players that aren't playing or players that are gonna play and are maybe still on that you know the
Hangover.
trip hangover, and
Yeah.
depending if they were winning, losing, how soon they were out of the tournament. Because I'm sure, once you're out of the tournament, I'm sure you still want to watch the games, but it turns more into a family vacation and, other things like that where you can hang out more time with your family. So, and there's players that are affected on both sides of some of these games. So just be
Yeah.
wary of who's going to take those spots, and we might find value in some goal scorers and some other props where people are being undervalued because they're not playing in the specific line or position that they typically play in.
And yeah, they're going to be playing higher because certain players aren't going to be playing. I've got
Correct.
a few of those already that I looked at from before. Um, but like you look at the Ottawa Senators, I think they had like 9 players that were playing in the Olympics. And like you said, a very important thing. When did they come back? Right? Like as the Finland players, did they come back right away? Did they hang out there and try to support their U.S. players? I don't know. And some of the some sweet from Switzerland or players like that, did they come back right away? I have not heard anything about that. I haven't heard like when they just. It would be nice to know when these players came back after they
Yeah.
lost. Did they hang out there for a while? I mean, you're talking about an 8-hour time difference. And from what I've heard, or what scientifically speaking, and believe me, don't trust me on this bullshit, but I did look it up. Don't trust me on this. Go look it up yourself. But for every hour of time difference, they say that it is 1 day of recovery. And I think Italy's like 8 hours. Then you come back and you have like, for your average person, these are athletes, and maybe you can take it even less. But I would have to think that it's going to be very difficult for not only to play this game, but the games after that, like coming back, especially like you said, the emotional whatever happened if you're a United States player or a Canada player or whatever. It's probably going to be a little pretty difficult. 14 naps, man. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Yeah, I don't think they got their 14 naps in. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Like
Pretty sure
the
that they.
difference between like the McDavid uses versus Clayton Keller. Like Clayton Keller, he got a free vacation and probably played a total of
Mhm.
like maybe 5 minutes or
Yeah.
less throughout the entire tournament, and
Yeah.
he should be fine depending on what he did outside of that. But somebody like a McDavid usage, he could be totally drained, or he could be really pissed off that he got silver and come out here and try to score 3 goals in this game.
It
So,
could be, yeah, yeah. He could be running on that emotion of like wanting to get revenge. Yeah, those spots like that. Yeah,
yeah, you think about it from McDavid's standpoint, like he's having a shitty year. So, this was like, oh, let me look forward to getting gold and winning something, only to find out that he ended up second best, and now he's got to go back to his shitty team. So, it's like, what are they going to
yeah,
do
and
for the.
you have guys like McKinnon that were obviously frustrated with his comments after the game. He basically all he said was, "Watch the game and tell me who you think should have won." That
Yeah,
kind of stuff like that. Like that's a lot of frustration
yeah. I'll tell you who the better
that you're coming
shooters
back
are.
to. Apparently, neither one of them are going to play today tomorrow.
Him nor Nelson.
What was this? Sorry, I'm just looking at if they have any other. Him and
No, he's
Nelson are not going to play.
No, I don't know. That's what I said. I don't know. I can look at the lineups and see, but
Nelson Tays. Is Tays going to play? Um, so it's going to be a really interesting card to get into, which we will get into here right away. Thanks for everybody that has come in and joined. Again, Pearlo's NHL POW. I'm not going to leave this up forever, but I did a video showing you how to become a community member, and if you become a community member, you're going to get the rest of my picks this year and up till next year for like $40. And that's just one of them. There's other packages you can purchase that are like ridiculously low. And I did that on purpose because you guys have been following me the whole time and you deserve it. I also did a video on my record with Tony's picks, which is I'll just watch it and you'll see how good we are doing and how much money can be made if you follow me. But should we get into the card, my friend?
yes, we can. I'm just like looking at the
Well,
what we were talking about. Looks like Natchez is playing. So yeah, we'll when we go through these games, we'll definitely go
Nate
through the
is
lineups
playing.
and yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Another good reason to get over there and get into that because I'm going to be posting picks from now on. It's winnable, is what it is. Go check it out. You can get free picks. I'll give you a free pick every once in a while. You can get other picks, but what we're going to be talking about tonight, I seriously can't say that I have a favorite pick or like it's really tough because we don't know who's going to be playing tomorrow. There is a lot of business going on out there as far as who's going to be playing, who's not going to be playing, and all of that. But that being said, let's get to it. 17-17. Let's get into the first game.
yes, Buffalo and New Jersey. Let me haven't broke out my notepad in a while. Tomorrow's the 25th.
Sabres versus Devils.
I already got a play out in this game.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm going to take a lucky guess and say that it's the Sabres.
You are correct, sir. I
Yeah.
just I was looking at this yesterday. Just I glanced over the games yesterday evening to see if there was any value in betting a few teams early to see if these lines move. Although I got the same line that it's still at, so technically the line didn't move. But if any game, I thought this game would move. So, but let me.
What's the lay of the land, my friend? Well, obviously, there's no back to backs,
Yeah,
or at least not the backside.
yeah. I think our biggest focus is going to be who the Olympian players were and how much they affect their teams. You know,
Yeah.
and kind of how they went into the break and how our outlooks go to how they're going to finish the rest of the season. But okay, we got Buffalo on the road minus 105, New Jersey at home minus 115. The over under is set at a flat 6. It is minus 110 on both sides. Buffalo is 32-19-6 on the season, 15-11-3 on the road. New Jersey is 28-27-2 on the season, 13-12-2 at home. Head to head between these two teams, New Jersey's won 6 of the last 10. 6 of those 10 have trended to the over. They have played twice this season. First was on November 28th back in Buffalo, where New Jersey won 5-0. Second was in December 21st in New Jersey, where Buffalo won 3-1. Buffalo, before they headed into the break, they were 6-3-1 in their last 10. They were over an even 5-5, or over under even 5-5. And they had a 2 game losing streak heading into the break. New Jersey is 4-6 in their last 10 heading into the break. 7 of those 10 had trended to the under. New Jersey was on a 3 game losing streak. As far as players that were affected by both sides of the teams, New Jersey, you had Timo Meyer, Nico Heischer, Markstrom. Any other players ring a bell? Let me look at the lineup and I'll tell you.
Meyer, Jack Hughes.
Oh, Jack Hughes. You're correct.
Yeah, obviously. Now that's the biggest one. Going. Siegenthaler, I think. Siegenthaler was in there.
Nemec was right.
Nemec, yeah.
But I mean, for the most part, we covered the biggest affecting players for that team.
Yeah, Tage Thompson in Buffalo. Darlene.
Yeah.
Darlene played in there. It's funny. Darlene is kind of a guy like you think that it's not going to really change much for him for some reason. I don't know.
And Matthias Samuelsson, right? He played.
He played for Sweden.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it. So you do have. That's pretty much it. So.
Markstrom.
Oh yeah, I did say that. The biggest question will be is it going to be Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen? I know that he was on IR going into the break. Let me see if there's any update on.
No, he's back.
Okay.
Luukkonen's back. I saw something on that.
Let's see. Haven't opened this RotoWire in a minute.
Well, I got one play for sure already in here for this game, and that Jack Norris is back. And that guy coming off of injury is insane. Like I've never seen a guy. Well, he gets injured as much as he does, and when he comes back, the first game, he almost always scores. You can get it at plus 375 for Norris to score. I don't know what his shot props are, but I would take that too, especially if you can get a 1.5. I just don't trust New Jersey at all. There's so much drama going on there. I'm only taking Buffalo here. And not only that, there is a statistic that says that when you come off of long breaks like this, the road team has a big advantage over the home team. And that makes sense because you're going to play on the road. That means that you're going out away from your family and all that kind of stuff like that. You give them a good peck on the. No, it's true, And when you go home, you haven't been home for a while, especially like anybody that played in the Olympics, or if you were out vacationing or whatever you were doing over this Olympic time. There's just more stuff going on at home. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, for me, I just feel like the New Jersey Devil players were probably more heavily affected than the Buffalo players. Now not having Jack Hughes, and that was my reasoning behind Buffalo. Buffalo was playing great heading into the break, even though they were on a 2-game losing streak. And it looks like it's going to be Markstrom and UPL. So at even money, I think I got them at minus 105. They were plus 105 when I was first looking at
Why
them.
would you play Markstrom here? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, he really didn't play too much.
So the line, He didn't really. Well, I mean, yeah, I did. Yeah, I mean, they used him a lot. He was the better goaltender, and he's been home for a while. So there's that. But I mean, this is the lineup we have at daily faceoff for New Jersey. Did Dadanoff or Dodonov, Heischer, and Mercer on the right side. Brat, Luke Glendening, and Brown, meaning Hughes doesn't play. Uh, Gritzia, Glass, and Hymes asshole. Uh, Hemiana.
Yeah, Amanejo.
uh, Cotter, Bukestad, and Siplikov. Defense, you're looking at Pesci, Kovacevic. Kovacevic is underrated. Luke Hughes, they still got a little thing beside him for some reason. Dougie Hamilton, Brendan Dillon, Nemec. Um, so it looks like Hughes isn't going to play tomorrow.
No, I don't think he is. So it looks like right now they have
And
Hughes,
for Buffalo,
Meyer,
Tage,
and so
Tage is in.
yes, they show him in the lineup, but they show Myers day to day. They show Luke Hughes on IR, and they show Jack Hughes as day to day. So they haven't been confirmed yet, but there's a chance they may
Yeah.
or may not play. Yeah.
Tage Thompson is day to day for Buffalo, so they're unsure whether he's going to play after coming back from that big Olympic win. Josh Norris looks like he's in, and if he's in and Tage is out, he's going to be on the top line. So I like him for his shots and his goals. Darlene looks like he's in for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, Tage still has the.
But as it stands, I like the Sabres here. I just don't like going back to it. I just don't trust New Jersey. I think they're poorly coached, and certainly if they're not going to have Hughes, I think their record without Hughes is something like 13-32-2 or something like that. If Hughes isn't going to be in, that I got it at minus 105. What did you get?
I got it at minus
Minus
105, but when I
102. 102.
oh yeah, that's what I got.
Minus
Minus
102.
102. That's what I got it on
Yeah.
DraftKings at minus 102. But yeah,
Yeah.
when I was first looking at it, it was like plus 105 and it was on Hard Rock, but the next morning it was minus 102. So I just took it there. And then as far as props, I won't know anything until I know the lineup, so I really haven't bet at props. There's a total I like, and it's in the later games, and I guess we'll get to that. But I could see that line moving if it hasn't moved already. Last time I looked, it was minus 120.
Yeah, I don't mind whoever's going to be in goal, Lyon or Luukkonen. I don't mind him over saves because New Jersey does shoot a ton. They just don't score a ton, which is a perfect combination for over saves. But I don't know what the price is going to be on that.
Yeah.
But if it's anything like 23.5 or something like that, I'll take it. Yeah, props, like you said, is pretty tough when you don't know who's going to be totally in the lineup. I am taking what's his name? ATG.
Josh Norris, not Jack Norris.
Norris. Jack Norris over
Josh.
plus 370 I got. And maybe overshots as well. But that's all I got in this. You got anything else? I do like on all of these games. I lean to the under, especially if you're getting a 6.5. I think it's going to be mostly tight. Like New Jersey needs these points. Buffalo is just barely in a playoff spot. Uh, Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris.
Yeah, I just like Buffalo in this spot. I think, outside of Tage Thompson, um, because he's probably partying too, or was with the team and all that other
Yeah.
stuff. So we'll
I
see
think
if he plays. I don't think he
Darlene
will.
probably came back early. So he's going to be okay.
Yeah,
And I don't even think, was there any other, I don't think there's
yeah.
any
I would
other
assume
Sabres
most of
out
them
there
stayed at least for the
that,
ceremonies. But
maybe. How quick?
what's happening,
Well, thanks for
everybody?
coming in. All right, let's move to the next game.
Yeah, it's Philly at Washington. Just a second. The hell. All right, we got Philly on the
Not
road
many
as.
Washington.
Hmm?
Sorry, go ahead. No, don't listen to me. Got to delay a land.
Philly on the road as a dog plus 130. Washington at home minus 155. Over under is set at a flat 6, slightly juiced to the over at minus 120 at BetMGM. Philadelphia is 25, 20, and 11 on the season, 12, 11, and 4 on the road. Washington is 29, I'm sorry, yeah, 29, 23, and 7 on the season, 17, 10, and 3 at home. Head to head between these two teams, Washington's won 6 of the last 10. They're in even 5 and 5 on over unders. They have played once this season, back on February 3rd in Philadelphia, where Philadelphia won 4-2. Philadelphia heading into the break, they were 3-4-3 in their last 10, even 5 and 5 on over unders. And they had lost 5 of the last 6 going into the break. Washington was 5-4-1 in their last 10, also 5-4-1 to the over, and they had won 4 of the last 5 heading into the break. Players that were affected on these teams, I don't think there was very many. But let's look at Philly. Nobody really.
Sanheim.
Yeah,
Sanheim.
but yeah, I guess he's a top line defenseman. Then looking over on Washington's side, you got Tom
Vladar was
Wilson.
okay. Yeah.
Tom Wilson. Oh yeah, Vladar. That's right. Yeah, that's pretty much the biscuits of the gravy. But for me, man, I think I like Washington here. But definitely minus 155. I don't know about taking them in reg.
What I like is Washington puck line first period. Philadelphia off a rest so far this year has been horrible. They have been terrible. Like their first periods have been absolutely ridiculous. Um, and I think that keeps on going here. So I like Capitals puck line first period for sure. What are you getting on that? Because it's going to be, oh, it's minus 148 for money line. I don't mind that money line. That might be my free play. I don't really like the juice, but I really think Capitals have a big advantage here over Philly in this spot.
Yeah.
Team total overs are tough, right? Because like you don't know who's going to be. I would say team total over for Washington would be a good play because, I mean, no matter who's in net, Vladar was in. Certainly, if it's Erison, hasn't been confirmed yet, right?
No, neither. The only goalie we have confirmed is Casey DeSmith, Eric Comrie. Eric Comrie's a given. Um, and that's it. Just those two.
Plus 114 for the first period puck line. Eric Comrie. Oh, and yeah, he. So Comrie's going to play for Winnipeg when we get to that. Who was the other one?
Casey DeSmith.
No, Dallas. Yeah. So I'm going to take the Capitals' first period puck line. Money line, they're minus 148, so I'm going to split it. So I
I'm
got
liking
like
under here, but it would be Washington money line and under 6.5. Um, I know it's Vladar and Thompson, but I could see this being just a slow paced game, getting back into the season. Maybe like a 4-1, 4-2.
well, then you want to go no goals first period, right? Like almost all of these games are probably going to want to go no goals first period, first five and under 6.5.
I don't know about the Ducks Edmonton game. I like the over in that one.
Yeah, yeah.
They have a heavy thing to the over. So I could see goals in the first period in that one. But outside of that, yeah, I'm going to have a lot of more underleans. I really don't
Trying to
have.
see what the no goals first period is.
Let's see what else we got. One person that was shooting a lot going into the break was Ryan Leonard. I know his line's usually like 1.5. I could see him maybe getting to. He is at home where he's covered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15. 15 of the last 18 at home. Over 1.5. It looks like the line's going to probably be right around minus 135. Definitely shoots. Well, and then even away, he had covered 6 straight going into the break. So he's definitely shooting a lot. But I could see him.
I like that. I can't. FanDuel doesn't have their no goals first five yet.
Yeah, they're waiting on lineups.
Yeah. Carlson is definitely going to be injured. That I saw already that Carlson is going to be injured for sure. Yeah, Beauvillier's been shooting. Paul Body said, yeah, he's been shooting a lot. I think he's down on the third line though. As of now, I mean, what is it going to be tomorrow? Washington doesn't have too many players went. Carlson, um, uh,
Yeah, Beauvillier is a good one.
Wilson.
Mr. Wilson.
I even more like Pavilier considering Wilson's just coming back off that trip.
Yeah. I mean, Ovi's at a pretty good playable line, but and he's covered. He's had 4 shots in the last two
It has
games.
Ovechkin will be in. I
Head to
mean,
head
who didn't who went? Like hardly anybody went on this team.
for Washington. Yeah, there was like 3 players, I think.
Faravari, I think. Faravari went,
It
um,
was
and of course Wilson.
Fairbury,
Wilson,
Thompson, and Wilson.
Faravari,
That's it. And Thompson. Those 3.
Thompson. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
goaltender, right?
yeah,
So and they just took Leonard. They just took Lindgren off of the IR, so he might be playing in this one.
yeah. I have nothing in here. I might have a prop like like that Ryan Leonard look. Um, maybe something
I
like
like
Seagrass.
Washington. I like Washington first period. Probably my favorite play on this game. Flyers just they've had it a couple times where they've come off a rest and you thought, oh, they're going to be rested, they're going to win, and they just absolutely suck in the first period. It's terrible, and I think that's likely going to happen here too. So Washington needs this win big. They got to go on a run, and Philly just isn't very good. I don't mind him reg, and I don't mind the team total over. If it's Vladar and you're getting like 24 and a half, I don't mind the saves for Vladar. Yes, Crystal. Glad hockey is back indeed.
Yeah, for sure.
It's funny you say that because we were just apparently watching hockey, but real hockey is back.
Yeah, or you should
Regular
NHL.
regular season hockey is back, where you can pound the shit out of somebody if you want to and get 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Much more physical hockey is back.
Let's get physical, physical.
Now I'm going to have that song in my head all day tomorrow. Thank you very much. Who the hell was that? Let's get physical. It was what's her name? Oh,
Lisa.
it's right on the tip of my tongue.
I want to say Lisa something.
I wish she was on the tip of my tongue. I mean,
Olivia Newton-John.
Olivia Newton-John.
That's
Yes,
who it is. Yeah.
one of the finest in the land, right there. Yes, Pro Body had it like boom.
I'm sure he did. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's still got his poster up on the wall of Olivia. I'm pretty sure still got it
On the wall. It's
this
probably on
day.
the ceiling. It's probably on the ceiling over his bed.
On the ceiling. Yes, yes. This brought to you by Hymes Body Lube. Hymes Body Lube. It's the best. There, I said it. When you have Olivia Newton-John pasted on your ceiling. Sandy from Greece. Yeah.
Sandy from Greece.
Yeah, she was Sandy from Greece. grease, hot body lube. You know, you're getting it. Funny thing, before we go on to the next one,
I was a weird
uh,
science kind of guy.
when I was in high school, I was in productions and drama, big into it. And I did a production of Grease. I was one of the people in Grease. It's all the fancy dances and all that kind of stuff like that. I did that full mullet and all. Full mullet and all. Had nice little hockey mullet going on. It was beautiful. Xanadu. Is it Xanadu that did that? Okay, we gotta. Did they cover it? Or is he just bringing up Xanadu?
I gotta find my
Is he
pen.
just
Hold
bringing
on
up
just a second.
Xanadu? I remember that band too.
I'll be right back.
Apparently, a big crossword band. Flyers team total under 3.5, and then parlay it. Yeah, I could see that. Oh, Xanadu was another Olivia Newton-John song. Okay. Yeah, I remember my mom had an Olivia Newton-John album, and I watched it, or I listened to it when I was like 9 or 10. I can't remember what was on all of the all of it. But she was into all that kind of cheesy 80s stuff. Uh, but she had that, and it's funny. I haven't even thought about Olivia Newton-John in a long time. So, okay, well, while we're waiting for Exotic to come back, I'll talk about the trade that happened today. Pittsburgh and Chicago, or Pittsburgh and Colorado. Chicago, what the hell am I talking about? Um, my computer is running super slow. Oh, they don't even have him in Puckpedia yet. Are you serious? Gerard. Okay. Yeah, Gerard for Kulak. And they got a second. Gerard's making $5 million this year and next year, so it was a great trade for Colorado because Kulak's only making 2.5, and they're basically very similar players. And it's a great play for Pittsburgh because they get a player that is probably just about as good as Kulak in a different way. Kulak's a better defense player. Gerard is a better play driver. But they get the second pick on top of it. And that's the big thing, and that's huge for them. So I'd say that's a really good trade. And then for Colorado, they get another 2.5 cap space. They got 8.5 million going into the deadline, so they can still do some damage. And they get Kulak, who's the better defensive defenseman. Neither one of them actually plays like really high competition. They're like 30%. So they're played against lower lines. Just Kulak is better defensively, and Kulak is a really good penalty killer, like elite, where why do I forget his name every freaking time? Gerard is not. He never played on the penalty kill in Colorado. So, but Kulak is. So it's a good trade. Good trade for both, I would say. All right, next game.
All right, we are heading over from Toronto, visiting Tampa Bay. Toronto on the road, huge dog, plus 180. Tampa Bay, huge home favorite, minus 220. Over under is set at a flat 6. Pretty much a pick 'em there. Toronto is 27, 21, and 9 on the season. 11, 12, and 3 on the road. Tampa Bay is 37, 14, and 4 on the season. 18 and 9 at home. Head to head between these two teams, Toronto's won 8 of the last 10, and 6 of those 10 have trended to the over. Toronto's won 5 straight against Tampa Bay, and they have played once this season back on December 8th, where Toronto won 2-0. So odd domination here by Toronto over Tampa Bay. Toronto heading into the break, they were 4-5-1, 5-3-2 to the over. They were on a 3-game winning streak heading into the break. Tampa Bay is 8-1, 0-1 in their last 10, and they were 4-6 to the under. So 6 of those went to the under. As far as players on both teams that were in the Olympics, you have Borgstrand, Cernak, Jurgensen, Gensel, Hagel, Hedman, Holmberg, and Moser all playing for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And you have OEL, Nylander, and Matthews that played for the Maple Leafs. So a whole bunch of players on the Lightning, although a lot of them, depending on which player they were, didn't play far into the Olympics, but they still played at least 5 games, most of the teams. So at least a minimum of 5-4 plus the first game of the tournament or the preliminary round. So I mean, I know the Lightning's heavily favored here. They do have a lot of players that were affected by the Olympics. Maple Leafs wise, you just got the 3. I'm sure Matthews, I don't know if he's going to play. Well, let's look at the lineups here. I would say him and Nylander are probably the biggest effects to that team.
Nylander, Matthews
is expected to return,
Larson,
so Matthews will be playing tomorrow.
Larson played for Sweden.
And Nylander will be playing tomorrow. So looks like pretty much. Let me see if there's anybody that's out. And definitely out. So they have Austin Matthews on day-to-day, but there's a note in there saying that from one of the reporters that he will be back in the lineup tomorrow. So, I mean, I know I definitely can't take Tampa Bay at the -2, what did I say, 250, -225. I mean, at almost +200, I would think it's worth taking a shot at Toronto, but I think Tampa Bay wins this game.
Give me the under.
And the Bolts are on the front end of a back-to-back.
Who do they play next?
Paul Birdie. Let me look at that. I'm pretty sure if he's saying it, it's... Yep. Front end of a back-to-back for them. Front end of a back-to-back for Toronto, too. They're playing
Who do they play
Florida
next?
the following day. So this
Toronto
is
plays
part of
Florida?
that condensed schedule, going right back into it. I can't hear you, Pearlo, if you're talking. I just saw your lips moving, but I haven't heard you.
Can you hear me now?
No, I still
Can't hear me?
you. Or is it me?
Can you guys hear me? Everybody?
Can you guys hear me? I see my audio meter going up.
No, they can hear you. They can hear me. Whole buddy said they can hear me. So, until you
Maybe it's
figure it
just my
out.
headphones.
I like the under in this game.
Let me see.
I like no goals first five, but I mean it's 6.5. So just straight under.
Sit on here. I just can't hear you guys. What's up with that?
You got Vasilevsky, he's been rested. I mean, sometimes he can be a little bit rusty off a rest, but and then it should be
I can't hear you.
Stolars.
They said they can hear both of us. It must be just my headphones. Let me see if
Everybody can hear me
that's
but you.
fixed. It says my headphones are there. Boom. I don't even see your audio meter going up further. I don't know. I may have to log out and log back in because I can't. Let me check the audio settings here. Yeah, I just can't hear you. That's weird. Alright, I'm gonna log out and log right back in. I'll be right back.
Yeah, try that.
Or maybe
While you're doing that, I'm going to go to my profile.
I still can't hear you. That's weird. Alright, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I just sent you my community link there. You can hit that, become a community member. You're not going to regret it if you do. I'll tell you that right now. But, anyways, I like the under in this game. I think it's going to be a low scoring game. I think Tampa Bay probably wins, but the price is maybe Toronto. Maybe Toronto does win. I mean, Tampa's got a lot of players that play. Kucherov, take Kucherov over shots. I'm going to do that because he's going to be very fresh. I'm going to write that down. Kucherov over shots. Same as what's his name, Radish. But I mean, no Sorelli. We don't know exactly who's going to be playing. Hedman apparently is for sure going to be playing. I heard that Hedman will be in. All their defensemen are going to be in, as far as I've heard. But at plus 180, the value's on Toronto. I don't know if I can get there because I really just don't trust Toronto at all. I don't know if I can totally get there. I like Tampa's system to be able to win out here, but more than anything, I like the under. They got some people back from injury. They have Benoit, if that means anything to you, really. I mean, he's replaceable from the AHL. They apparently they're out for a right winger. They're in on Ristolainen and or right defenseman, I should say. They want a right defenseman, which makes sense because right now they have Carlos Stetcher and Ekman Larson, and that's not good. That's not good at all. So I can see them wanting that right RD. Oh, let's trade back in. There we go. All right. Can you hear me now?
I can.
There we go.
Yeah,
We're
I don't
back.
know what happened.
But I like under 6.5 here. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, who's in net? You see Wall and Vasilevsky. Yeah, I could see that. What it's a
Not
flat
Stolar.
six.
Stolar's is not going to be it.
It's saying Wall is projected.
Oh, yeah. I think 6.5 is too high in this game. Tampa's probably going to play a shutdown game. They're not going to try to go balls out in this game coming off of the Olympic break. I wonder if you can get like FanDuel. You can't even get the team total under 1.5 and 7.5 because it's a 6.5. So if you can get it,
And it's juiced to the under. It's over 6.5 is plus money. It'd be interesting to see. But I could probably get behind that. Maybe no goals first 5 under 6.5.
under
And then push it up to
7.5,
7.
whenever
Yeah.
it comes out on FanDuel, I like that a lot.
I like
Like,
it a lot.
I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. One of the funniest movies of all time. Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you. Every time I hear somebody say they like it a lot, I have to restrain myself from going, I like it. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah. I'm definitely thinking it when I hear it for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking it. And then, like, I want to say it so bad. I want to say it so bad. Just like what we always do with That's What She Said. That show, The Office, I believe, is the best sitcom of all time. That The Office.
Yeah, The Office was good.
That's
So
a good-
Austin Matthews has a pretty good shot on goal record versus Tampa Bay, but I mean, I don't know. Dude's gonna be playing hungover. But you know what? If any team needs points, it's Tampa Bay. I mean, Toronto.
Yeah, I think Toronto's the management's gonna tank. And I didn't tell anybody this, but I think I can say it now. And I hope I won't say who told me, but there's a really, really, really good possibility Nylander gets traded in the next couple days. They're not happy with him. The most annoying sound in the world.
That's fucking hilarious. You know what? The William Nylander, depending on, I don't know if they're gonna not. I might just take this just based on the value. Plus 148 at over 2.5. He's covered that in every game he's ever played Tampa Bay except for 2. So that's 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 of the last 18 to cover over 2.5.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know what kind of condition he's going to be in coming back. No,
I mean,
Avi says, do I really think they might deal him? I've got really good insider information that there's a very, 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 very good chance that Nylander moves before the deadline. So there's a very good chance. And if not at the deadline, in the off season. So it's kind of one of those Berube goes or I go. He can't stand Berube.
so that might be a look. You know, it's I expect for at least Nylander to have a little more energy than Matthews, just given that Matthews is been partying it up a little more. Is at
I
the White
think. Well, I
House.
don't know. I don't know. Maybe you're right. And Nylander's kind of aloof. Yeah, he does have a no movement clause. That's what makes it even more interesting because he's going to have to agree with that to any trade that
Yep.
he would get. But that's what I'm hearing. That's all I got to say. It's from a really good source who I trust a lot and usually isn't wrong. So we'll see what happens. I mean, sometimes he's wrong. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way, but more often than not, when that person tells me that something's going to happen, it happens. So, all right, let's go to the next game, my friend. I, but I didn't even say really much about this game, but I mean, plus 185 we're looking at now. Um, I think
Yeah.
Tampa
That.
Bay wins it. I just like the under. That's pretty much. I like the
Yeah.
under more than the side.
Yeah. There's no way I can take Tampa Bay that, but there is value on Toronto. It just can't
The value is
trust them.
definitely on Toronto for sure. Yeah.
I just can't trust them either. Same thing.
And if you're asking me where you would go, Nylander, if I'm just speculating, I don't totally know. It'd be the Washington Capitals. So what's in it? We did Buffalo, New Jersey. What do we got
Yeah. Next
next?
game is Seattle.
Seattle, Dallas. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just type
Give us
this
the
in.
lay of the land, my friend. Give us the lay of the land, my friend. The lay of the land, the lay of the land, the lay of the land, my friend. I haven't taken the edible today. And you would think,
No, I thought you did.
no, I
To be
didn't.
honest.
No, I didn't. It's hard to tell that I haven't, but I actually haven't taken it today. I'm going to take it tomorrow when we're on
Oh,
your
that's
channel.
hilarious.
So,
Yeah, that's funny. Um, all right, so we got Seattle on the road as a dog plus 135. Detroit, Dallas Stars at home favorite minus 160. Over under is set at 5.5. Even over under that minus 110. Seattle is 27-20-9 on the season, 13-11-4 on the road. Dallas Stars are 34-14-9 on the season, 16-7-3 at home. Head to head between these two teams, Dallas owns this matchup, winning 9 of the last 10. 7 of those 10 have trended to the under, so there's a heavy trend to the under here. They have played twice this season, on November 9th and on November 26th. Both teams was won by Dallas. First game winning 2-1 in Dallas. Second game winning 3-2 in Seattle. Seattle, prior to heading into the break, they were 6-4 in their last 10. They were an even under 500 on over unders. Dallas was 7-3 heading into the break, winning 6 straight. Also even on the over unders. As far as teams affected by the Olympics, we have Faska, Harley, Heiskanen, Hintz, Lindell, Ottinger, and Rantanen all played for the Dallas Stars in the Olympics. And for the Seattle, you have Molligard, Grubauer, Capo, and Tollivan that played for the Kraken. So definitely some more players that played for Dallas.
more
But
important players, that's for sure.
yeah. And as far as lineups, let me look at the Dallas lineup here. See if we have any.
Rantanen's hurt. He won't be back for at least 2 weeks.
Yep. So they have the first line looks like Robertson, Johnson, Bjork. Second line being Sam Steele, Matt Duchene, and Jamie Benn. this where does Sam Steele play? Is that where Rantanen is being filled in, or does
Yeah,
Rantanen plays on?
they
Does he
put
play
him
on
on
the
the
top
top
line?
line often when Rantanen's out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, Rantanen's a right winger, but
that would make where Bjork is. So might
right,
be
no,
able to
so yeah,
find some value on
Rantanen's a
those.
right winger, and Steele plays center or left wing, I do believe.
Yeah, he's playing left winger tomorrow. As far as goalies, like I said, it's Casey
Ottinger
DeSmith,
didn't go. Yeah,
and Rupe Hintz is day to day as
it's
well.
weird that they're putting Smith in.
Let me see what it says.
Wow, so they're not going to have Rope hints either.
Yeah, he's
So
day
it's
to
going to be
day right now.
Robertson, Johnston, and Bork. I got Rickowian, Duchesne, and Ben, Steele, Bakar, and Blackwell, and they can't even fill out a fourth line. They're putting Copobianco as a winger. He's a defenseman.
And
Yeah,
Ottinger's not
I'm
even
on
going to
Seattle here.
dress.
And
So
just,
Ottinger's
I
not
mean,
playing
a
backup
plus
either. He's
140.
not dressing. It just says that he's not dressing. So I don't know who's going to play backup, but it won't be Ottinger.
Yeah, you know what? Avi just brought something up there. Like, um, we quite often will take a road team or a home team that's coming off a road trip, a long road trip, and we'll take the dog to score first. This might be a good spot for that, for the Kraken to score first. Although they're not a very good, I mean, they're not a very good first period team. Goal one period or first goal or something like that. That'll be a nice prize. But I mean, Dallas doesn't have anybody in the lineup, and I plus 140. I can only go with the Kraken here.
Yeah,
Uh,
I wouldn't. I'm probably not going to be on a side or a total in this game. If anything, I may be on a prop or something. Maybe Robertson. His numbers are horrible against Seattle, but I could see him. He hasn't played. Jordan Eberle, he was covering 1.5 pretty good going into the break. He's also covered in 72% of the games versus Dallas. Minus 135, 137. I could see that. I don't know about
Seattle
the
team total over 2.5 is minus 120.
I could probably get behind that. Let me see. Man, they haven't had more than one goal in 6 of the last 7 of the games versus Dallas, but I'm sure all of those are probably against Ottinger too. No, the last one was against
And they don't score a
Smith.
lot to begin with. That's the reason why they're getting such a good price.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be weary about taking that myself.
Yeah, it's not my favorite bet. I think you would just, if you're going to take that, you might as well just take the Kraken and win at plus 140. Because if they score 3, there's a really good chance they win. So, again, another under game to me. Which the total? The total is probably 5.5 though.
It is.
Yeah, no goals first 5. Under 6.5, which I can't get a price on, but it's usually about minus 110 to minus 102 when it's a 5.5,
Yeah.
regardless of who's playing.
I think it's gonna be sweaty, but I'd like the under.
Yeah, so I'll go no goals first 5 under 6.5. Maybe I'll split it with the under.
I like that look with Wyatt Johnson. I could see that.
Johnston shots, robo
Yeah.
shots, like they're on the top line there, so they'll probably shoot a lot. Uh, as far as the Kraken, they don't really produce a lot of shots. So
Eberly.
Eberle, if you can get a 1.5 at minus 150 or better,
It's minus 137.
oh, definitely take that. I'm going to put that. Okay. If you are part of Winnable, you're about to get a pick. Where do you get
The
that at?
exact number.
Where did you get
Well,
that at?
that's what it's showing on. Let me see. Let's see. Jordan Eberly. That's what was showing on props.cash. So it is 139 at Caesars. If you have Betway, you can get 125, but I don't have Betway anymore. But the best line on most books is like minus 140. Yeah, minus 140 on the ESPN and the ScoreBet app. Minus 145 Hard Rock. Minus 139 Caesars.
And who are they playing?
They are playing the Seattle Kraken. Or no, Dallas Stars. Because you're looking at Eberly, right?
Yeah, they're a low shot volume team, so I wouldn't call that a premium pick. But I will play it at that price. It's a good price. Definitely a good price. I like Johnston and Robo. Like Robo especially, he was like he didn't get to go to the Olympics, so he's probably going to come out and do some shit.
Him and Johnson, I like. I can see those. As far as a side or a total, I would just play the under. And
Yeah, I
I don't
like
know
the
if I
under.
could
I
take
like no
Dallas.
goals first 5 and under 6.5.
I mean, Dallas owns this matchup 9-1 of the last 10, but I don't know. I don't.
No goals first 10 is plus 120.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, what's
Wonder
the
what the
one and a
no
half?
goals first 5 and under 6.5, or first 10 and under 6.5 would be. That'd be a really good price, probably.
The under 1.5 first period is minus 115, minus 105.
Really? So they're expecting goals here.
Well, it's even on both sides, so they're expecting. They don't know what they're expecting.
Yeah. They're expecting to not know what they're expecting.
Yeah, most of the books are juiced to the under, but nothing is plus money on the over. It's all like from minus
Minus.
105 to minus 120.
Why?
And then the
Why would you
over,
think this is going to be? I think because DeSmith is going to be a net. I guess I don't really understand why
yeah.
they.
Let's see,
I
what's
haven't been looking
dismissed
at
numbers?
covers while we've been doing this. Maybe there's a.
Let's see, Seattle.
Maybe there's a series history thing going on here.
I don't think so. Well, I mean, Dallas is 9 and
No,
1.
series
last 10.
history is straight to the under.
Well, yeah, that's what I said.
Dallas is
9 and
9 and
1, and
1.
yeah, 9 and 1 in the series. There's a heavy trend to the under.
Heavy trend to the under now. Yeah, I like the under more than anything there. I mean, Seattle doesn't really have much scoring, and I could see a lot of lazy legs for Dallas.
So DeSmith, yeah, I'd go under 5.5. So DeSmith, he's 5 and 1 in his last 10 versus Seattle. He's given up. He is 5 and 1, 1.17 goals allowed, and a 9.61 save percentage versus Seattle. And then looking at his last 10 heading into the break, he was 4-3-2 with a 2.53 goals allowed and a 900 save percentage. So, I mean, I would almost want to take Seattle under 2.5 goals or just take the under 5.5 because I think if Dallas scores, who do we say is going to be it? Is it Grubauer? Yeah,
Yeah, if I'm
Grubauer's
going to take the
expected.
under, I like
I
that
just
no
take the under.
goals first five because Dallas is
Yep.
probably going to be coming in the loosey legs, and Seattle's probably going to try to feel out each other. They're not Hymes bottom bit's the best that I said it when they're trying to feel out each other. His sound effects just kill me, dude. Kill me. Anyways, yeah, they're two different divisions. They haven't played each other in a while, so I could see it being a slow start and under 6.5.
Yeah. I like that. I like the no goals first five under 6.5. I just, yeah, to me, it's gonna be an under game.
Yeah, Everly over shots. Okay, let's go. Oh, I didn't put the freaking timestamp on this son of a bitch. What was the last one? Last one was 50-15. So I think we started this about one something. I'll have to look this one over. But next one, next game, I'm going to write it down right now.
Yeah. This next game scares me because my team is a small dog against a big dog. I mean, a big team. It's Colorado and Utah.
Yeah.
All right, we got Colorado on the road, a -125. Utah at home, small dog, +105. Over under is set at a flat 6, -120 to the over. Colorado is 37-9-9 on the season, 16-6-5 on the road. Utah is 30-23-4 on the season, 17-8-2 at home. Head to head between these two teams, Colorado's won 4 of the last 6. These are stats as the Utah Mammoth is a heavy trend to the under, 1-5 to the under. Colorado heading into the break, they weren't playing so great. They were 4-5-0-1, even 500 on the over unders. Utah was 7-3 heading into the break. 6 of those 10 have trended to the over. As far as players, so on the Utah Mammoth, you have Kirill Velmelka, Clayton Keller, let's see, Omada, and JJ Paterka. And then on Colorado's side, you had Kiviranta, Landeskog, Lankinen, McKinnon, McCarr, Natchez, Nelson, and Taze. So, although I feel like, in my opinion, Colorado should be a more heavy favorite, they were more heavily affected by players in the Olympics, and those bigger players being more dominant players in the playoffs that were logging a lot more ice time than some of these other players. So,
Everybody and their dog is going to be on Utah here.
I know that's what scares me. And then you look at Colorado, and well, to me, I feel like sports handicappers and bettors, not public bettors, are going to be on Utah, and the public is going to see, oh my God, Avalanche -125. Why are they? And I feel like the public's going to bet Colorado here, but I could see people like us wanting to bet Utah because I want to bet Utah, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like the
I'm,
line's kind of trapping me.
I'm
But
betting Utah. I think you got to go with Utah here. I mean, it's just too good of a spot for them. Get physical, physical,
Yeah.
physical. Olivia Newton-John sound effects. There you go. Physical.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that beat in here. Just the beat. Matter of fact, a lot of people in the Discord get crack up because when we talk about like heavily defensive teams in the Discord chat, I always
Yeah.
put the let's get physical gif, and
Oh,
it's
dear.
like
Yeah.
yeah, and it's them like in aerobics class, and I think it's a scene out of the music video, and it just
Is
says
there a
let's get
link?
physical.
We just made a Discord. Is there a link to that?
Yeah, there is. Well, I mean, technically, if they join the free plays, it'll send them the link to the Discord. So you want them to
No,
get
no,
in
it
on the
won't
free
at the
play
moment.
side.
We haven't figured that out yet.
Oh, that's right. We
Yeah.
got to figure that out.
So we have to figure that out after. But you can get all my plays over at Pearlo's NHL POW, the Twitter on Twitter. I'm telling you, man, the deals you're getting on there is absolutely insane. If you join that community, you get a promo code, and you're getting like 1 year of picks for $40 if you want to take the 1 year package. But like, it's crazy. So go do that. Um, I gotta take Utah. I know that the price is not great, but they didn't really send anybody over. Like it's, I
Yeah, I
know.
mean,
Do you think the public will be on Colorado? Probably
I,
because it's
I,
Colorado and you're getting a good price. So.
yeah, that's my whole reasoning. Like, especially people that don't bet hockey regularly and just like to fade or take good teams. I could see them being all over this, but it's hard to say. But I think the part that gets me is like Utah's not a great price, but that's also kind of telling you something because you would think Utah would be a bigger
It
dog
is
here,
telling
but
me something. Yeah,
so
plus 125 or something like that. What are they? Plus 115? Plus
oh
105?
plus 105, or at least on. Let me see what the best line is.
Yeah, it's pretty much a pick 'em. And they had Keller. Cooley's
Yeah, like
back in
my
the
plus
lineup
110.
too.
Yeah, so is he going to be on the second line with?
I mean, yeah. Well, and that doesn't really mean much because he hasn't played in a long time, and
Yeah, he typically plays on
Cooley
line
hasn't
two
played in
with
a long time
Paterka,
and
and
stuff. But
so it looks like they're going to have him still with Gunther, but they're going to have Jack McBain. And prior to his injury, he was playing with
with
JJ Paterka.
and McBain
So, and you also no longer have. Oh, where did
and
he
then
go?
Paterka with Haight and then Yamamoto.
So well, they left Yamamoto in and they took Danielle Butte out of the lineup. I don't see him.
Yeah, Boot got sent. Boot was
Boot
given the
got
boot.
the boot. Boot got the boot.
Cheeks.
Cheeks.
Vamelka
Cheeks.
is Vamelka was played for Czech.
Yep. There was three
Czech,
players
yeah,
from
but I
Utah.
imagine he'll play here because they just like continue to play that guy no matter what the situation is, pretty
Yeah.
much.
It's gonna be. Looks like it's Vilmelka and Blackwood are projected. Yeah. So let me look at. I'm gonna definitely be on props in this game. I'm pretty sure Dylan Gunther loves to play against Colorado. He's had some. He's covered in 6 of the last 7 games versus Colorado. He's over 2.5. It's minus 150. So that's kind of not playable. But if you want to parlay him with somebody else,
Yeah,
like
just a little bit juice.
yeah,
Yeah,
just a
like
little bit.
okay, they got McKinnon in the lineup in Puckpedia. Got McKinnon in the lineup.
Yeah, show him as well as
Nelson's in the
well.
lineup.
Yeah, a lot of them show in the
Like
lineup. The only one
I'm
that's
sure he'll be in the lineup. Taves is
Landeskog
in the
is out.
lineup.
Landeskog is out,
Yeah. Is he?
but
Oh, not on Puckpedia. Why is Landeskog in? So Colton Ross over shots if he's out.
yeah, I was looking at Sam Meliscus, but then on the other hand, too, like um, Utah's was being pretty good at shot suppression. I don't know if you want to
I
take
bet
a
you
shot at
Kulak will be
Mikhail
there.
Sergachev.
He probably knew.
Mikhail Sergachev, he's covered three
It's
straight
at home
versus
again
Colorado.
over shots. I think I might.
Yeah,
I think I might watch that.
he
I
hasn't
think I
covered
might
in four straight
watch that a
at
little
home.
bit before I go in.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. That's the reason why I'm not really
but
lining up
Logan
to pick
Cooley over
that.
one
But
and
I
a
do like
half.
Ross.
Logan Cooley over one
Over
and a
one and
half.
a half.
He had
What's the price for that?
minus 130.
Oh
He's
wow,
covered
like
six
that.
straight at home, 8 of the last 9 at home, and
It's
yeah,
his
I could
first
see
game
that.
back too, so he's probably going to want to
Find
get
a
some rubber
rhythm.
on it. Yeah.
Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme.
Ooh, that song. Feel the
Bobsled
rhythm of the
time.
night.
Oh, I was
All
singing
right,
the
all right.
what's that?
It's the rhythm
Cool
of the
Runnings.
night.
The Cool Runnings thing. Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme. It's bobsled time.
I forgot who did that in the rhythm of the night or something like that.
Oh yeah,
In
yeah.
the
In the
rhythm of the
rhythm of the night. Oh yeah.
oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
all right. In the rhythm of the just awesome rhyming. Like your 5-year-old could have did that, but you made a lot of money on it, so that's all that matters.
But yeah, oh, Logan Cooley over one and a half. I do like that. I like Utah money line. And as far as the total, I think, oh, man,
I
I
kind
think
of
you're
like
gonna get
Utah
an over
first.
here.
I got Utah first period too, plus 100.
I know there's a heavy trend to the under here, but I could see this game going
Well,
sideways with
I wonder if they're
Cooley
going to
coming
play.
back.
They're probably going to play Vimelka because Vimelka, he's just like he's a robot. He just
Yeah,
plays no matter what. And Colorado, it's going to be
it's gonna
um,
be
Blackwood or
Blackwood.
it's going to be Blackwood. I don't think I
Oh,
want to take
Blackwood.
an under there.
Yeah,
Maybe Utah team total over 2.5.
yeah.
It's hard to do against Colorado because they're such a good shot suppression team. But if you're getting a decent price on it, I don't mind it.
I mean, they're 1-5 to the under. The losing team has scored 1 goal or less in the majority of all of those games. So just take the under 6. But yeah, it's kind of hard with Blackwood, and yeah, I don't know. Kind of hard to tell how the players are going to play too. Like, are they still pissed off or getting silver, or is their mindset already back
I don't think it
focused on
matters if they're
getting back to
tired.
the NHL?
I mean, you just played a huge tournament. You had one day off, and then you got to play a game. I mean, that's brutal, dude. That's just a brutal spot. Like for anybody that's in the lineup.
Yeah. I could see Gunther too.
I got no odds at DK for this game. Probably because they're trying. They want to. They don't know who's going to be in or not.
What's
Little
Gunther's
FanDuel.
odds?
There was odds, but there's not odds now.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe Gunther Point, but it's minus 120. I don't like that price. I see it happening, but maybe Cooley Point plus 110. I'm definitely going to go back to the shot on goal team total market more towards this second half of the season
I'm
for
gonna do
all of
that
these games.
first period shots and first period goals more. That did really well for me in the Olympics. And if it wasn't for the Olympics, I probably wouldn't have found it because you could find value elsewhere. So never really paid attention to it, but it's a good way of going about it if you like a player to score.
Yeah, I like that. Po Buddy said, could you see a mammoth draw? I know that typically, well, I mean, these are all low scoring games. And I think a lot of those games that have ended 3-1 or 4-1 have been accustomed to a few empty netters. I think they're a lot closer than they show. So I could definitely see a draw here. I don't know, like me being a Utah fan, ex um, Coyotes fan. Um, I know that when we were in Arizona, we always played Colorado good at home. We always got our ass kicked in Colorado, probably because of the elevation change. But for the most part, we had a pretty good record at home, or at least kept it close, at least for most of the game. So I could definitely see a draw here. I think if we can get it at north of 300, it's worth a shot.
Yeah, I can't get game lines on DK for a draw. I can't, anyways. Not for this game. They have it blocked.
Let's see.
I might do it tomorrow, but I think it's a good idea to look at like a lot of these guys that didn't go to the Olympics for shots tomorrow too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the well rested guys, they'll definitely be more active than the other
They're
players.
probably
I
going
think.
to get they're probably going to get more ice time than they usually get too.
Yeah.
Like Lehkonen, he went. McKinnon,
Yeah.
Nichushkin, maybe.
Yeah, a lot of. Well, that's what I was looking at.
Colt,
Natushkin
Colton,
and Sam Malinskis. Is that his last name?
Malinsky,
Sam Malinsky,
Malinsky.
because he was shooting a
Yeah.
lot going into the break, or at least not a lot, but
Yeah.
covering his line. So, and Gunther, like I said, Gunther didn't. So, according to the lineup, Avi, they show Makar and McKinnon both in the lineup. But
They do right now, yeah. I imagine
yeah,
Makar will be there. He's just that kind of guy that's gonna like nothing's gonna stop him.
nothing's
Not
gonna
Makar.
stop us
McKinnon.
now.
McKinnon will probably be in. He's not gonna let anything stop him. It's just that type of dude.
So Brock is day to day. Um,
Brock Nelson is.
yeah, they show him on the injury list as day to day. He's in the lineup, but they show him day to day. Yeah, that's what we were just saying, Po Buddy. Sergachev over 1.5 shots. I could see that happening. He's covered in the last 3 straight versus Colorado, but he has not covered at home in 4 straight. Um, but in 2 of those 3 games in Colorado, he had high shot totals. Let me see what it was. When I first looked, it was. So he had 5, 4, and 2 in the last 3 versus Colorado. So the one with a 4 hit was at home, and the 5 and 2 were on the road. But like I said, going into the break, he had not covered over 1.5 and 4 straight at home. He only had 2 shots in 4 games. So head to head wise, yes, but not too
Okay,
sure
we're good
about
for the
that.
next one, I think.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right.
I've squeezed all the juice out of that lemon.
Squeeze my lemon till the juice goes down my leg.
I've pumped all the juice out of that peach.
That's what she said.
All right, we got Vegas heading to LA. Vegas road dog plus 130. LA minus 155. Is it minus 155? Didn't I just tell you, like, was that yesterday when I'm like, I like LA? They're like minus 110, minus 115. Now you're telling me it's minus 155?
Yeah, it was plus 110 for LA.
Mm-hmm. Now now they're minus 155.
Minus
Absurd.
155? Oh my
Yes.
God.
Over under
So
is set.
nobody's going to be in the lineup for Vegas,
Yeah. Over
obviously.
under is set at 5.5. Slightly juiced to the under. Vegas is 27, 16, and 14 on the season. 13, 8, and 7 on the road. LA is 23, 19, 14 on the season. 8, 11, and 7 at home. Head to head between these two teams, they were an even 500 in their last 10. 6 of those 10 have trended to the over. They have played 3 times this season, with LA taking the first one 6-5 in an overtime shootout, or in a shootout, and then Vegas taking the last 2 in LA 3-2 in overtime and 4-1 in Vegas. Vegas heading into the break, they were 3-5, 1-1 in their last 10. 6 of those 10 had trended to the over. LA was 4-3, 2-1. 7 of those 10 have trended to the under. As far as teams affected by the Olympics, I think Vegas had the heavier effect. Rasmus Anderson, Jack Eichel, Noah Hannafin, Thomas Hurdle, Mitch Marner, Akira Schmid, Mark Stone, and Shea Theodore all were in the Olympics for the Vegas Golden Knights. And then as far as LA, I know Kempe for sure. You get to the list. We have Joel Armia, Drew Doughty, Kevin Fiala, which now is on the injured list, Adrian Kempe out for the season, and Darcy Kemper. So let me look at the lineups here and see who's playing for Vegas. So they do show pretty much.
Yeah, I don't think who you see there is what's going to happen tomorrow. Maybe Panarin being in the lineup is like giving LA the juice, but
Yeah, minus.
I really can't make this bet until I know who's going to be in the lineup.
Yeah, and as a side note, what I was talking to earlier is, I think it was yesterday, right, when I texted you or we were on the phone, and I said it's odd, but I think I like LA here, and you're like, "There's no fucking way I'm taking LA," but
No, no.
yeah, but I was like, man,
Yeah.
they're like
And that was
minus
at plus
110.
1 or whatever. And I said, I'm still not
Yeah,
taking it. I'm minus 155. You can kiss my ass. Fuck
yeah.
off.
There's no fucking way I'm
No
taking it now.
way
I
I'm
definitely
taking
missed
that.
the train on that shit, but
Yeah. I don't
um,
think you missed the train either. I'll take Vegas at whatever they're at. I don't care who's in the lineup. The only thing I got here is that Vegas third period puck line.
do they really think Panarin's gonna make that big of a difference? Like,
I
because
don't know
he's in
what
the
the
lineup,
price
right?
on that is. Do they have it on Gino? But Vegas has been a killer third period team all year.
Yeah, they got him
Whether
out there
they're
with
down
Kempe.
one or
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
up,
yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so Panarin's playing on the top line with Laferriere and Kempe.
Yeah,
And you got Byfield and Moore on
Kopitar
both
with
sides of Kopitar. And it's
poor
probably going to
Kopitar.
be Kempe, right? I mean, Kemper. Yeah, Kemper.
Maybe. I mean, he did come off the plane, but it might be
Oh,
Forsberg.
no, it looks like they got Forsberg
Yeah,
at least
Forsberg. Yeah.
projected.
They
Well,
trust
depends
Forsberg
on
quite a
which book.
bit. So,
Yeah, I don't. There's no way I'm betting LA now, but
maybe that what the
yeah, that's
hell
fucking horrible.
is his name?
Yeah, it's gonna be a prop game for me. I would
Yeah,
even
Marner
be.
coming back.
I would. I would lean to the under here too. Just hard to get there with Forsberg, but you know, like LA's
Yeah,
a trending under team.
I would too. I would lean under for sure.
It's even money.
Dora Fev over shots.
Maybe the no goals first 5 under 6.5, something like that too. I could get behind that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I won't get to any props until I can see the line.
Whenever you can get it on FanDuel.
The FanDuel.
They got sawed at center.
I saw that.
I've liked Leon like 5 times now, so, and I didn't say excuse me, so excuse me. Yeah, Eichel out. I went to the gym today, and I'm feeling
Maybe
it
take
like
maybe
a lot.
take some like
And I didn't
Panarin
even do much.
shots.
Panarin shots might be okay.
He's gonna want to fill a rhythm
shots.
there. Fill a rhythm.
I'm not. Kings over 2.5 goals minus 180 will smack. All right. If you want to trust the Kings to score over 2.5 goals, then you better just take the over. Minus 180. Like maybe if it was minus 120 or something like that. Maybe. Or take Kings over 2.5 goals in money line or something like that. But I can't stand the Kings and not like the way they are right now and the coach and everything like that. I mean, I could, yeah, remember Panarin is in, but he's never played with these guys before. So, like, he's going to have to grow into the chemistry of that team.
Yeah, I like his shots. I think he at least shoots to try to start finding the rhythm of the game and his teammates. And
oh, this is in LA too, right?
It is, yeah. Where they are horrible, right? They're better on the road.
Yeah, if I was to take anything over, it'd be first period, but I really just don't like the game much. Props, that's about it.
Yeah, and an under.
And under, yeah. All right, next game.
Yeah, we got Winnipeg and Vancouver, and I like Vancouver, which is ugly, but I'm probably not going to bet a side here. All right, we got Winnipeg On the road as a favorite, minus 125. Vancouver, home dog, plus 105. Over under is set at a flat 6, minus 120 to the over. Winnipeg is 22, 26, and 8 on the season, 10, 15, and 3 on the road. Vancouver is 18, 33, and 6 on the season, 6, 17, and 4 at home. This is another team that is horrible at home. Winnipeg has won 8 of the last 10 in this matchup. 6 of those 10 have trended to the over. They have played once this season back on November 11th in Vancouver, where Winnipeg won 5-3. Winnipeg is 3-4-2-1 in the last 10. 6 of those 10 have trended to the under. Vancouver heading into the break was 2-7-0-1 in their last 10. 6 of those 10 had trended to the over. You're going to have Eric Comrie in net. Like we said, he's already been confirmed with Hellebuck being in the Olympics. As far as effects on both teams, Winnipeg, we had Kyle Connor, Connor Hellebuck, Josh Morrissey, which I don't think he's playing. I'll look at the lineup when I get off of this list. And then Nino Niederreiter. Also, one thing to note, Kyle Connor logged 0 minutes in that very last game, so he did not play. And the other team, which was Vancouver, they had Teddy Bugler, Hronek, David Kemp, Lankinen, and Elias Peterson all in the Olympics. I have a small lean to Vancouver here, but like I said, I'm probably not going to get to a side on this. I would almost lean to the over here. I think with Eric Comrie in net, and I don't know, is it going to be Lankinen? No, we got Tolopio in net, and Comrie.
Too low, honey.
So I don't know if I could get to an over on this, but that would be.
I'll take the draw. I'll take the draw.
Yeah, I like the draw.
And the under. I don't agree with you. I don't think this is going to be an over. It's 6.5.
Well, there's flat 6.
I mean, it could be. They could just go out and like run it back and forth or whatever. I don't know. Like this game is just pass.
Yeah.
Very seldom do I pass, but this would be a pass for me.
I would play. Let me see what the prop is.
See who's in the lineup tomorrow, and maybe I'll take some shot props. Like Perfetti has been going over his.
Kyle Connor's not. He's at 3.5. I was thinking he might be at 2.5. Give me Shifley and Connor for a point. Like a point parlay, point stack, them two. I think that they at least edge out a couple goals here together. That's probably going to be my only play in this if I get to a play in this. But Shifley and Connor for a point parlay.
I might look at goalie save props in this game. Canucks do shoot a lot. They suck at scoring. I always love those type of teams, but Winnipeg's a good shot suppression team, so it's hard to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have very much anything else for this game. I like unders. Under first period. I don't know. I could also see this game kind of get away from them later, but I don't know if I'll get to a side, or if I'm playing a side, it's when Vancouver or nobody for me. But I don't like the value at plus 105.
No,
They're a shitty team to take at even
they're a
money.
terrible team to take at plus 105.
Yeah. So we'll see, but I don't think I'm gonna get to anything in this one.
I'm just putting a pick in. It's juicy, but Radish
The over two and
over
a half.
2.5 is minus 145. Yeah. And he's just flying over this total. Just flying over this total.
Yeah, covered 6 of the last 7, 8 of the last 10.
Then he's just coming off a break, and everybody else will be tired.
These are the breaks.
I wonder who Vancouver's going to have in net. Are they going to put in?
Tolopio.
Oh, they're putting
Is
Tupelo Honey in.
Yep, is who they got queued up there, but it's not confirmed, so it could change. But that's who they're projecting. Ready to go to the last one?
I am, buddy.
All right, we got Edmonton visiting Anaheim. They are Edmonton minus 115 on the road. Anaheim at home minus 105. Over under is set at 6.5 minus 120. Edmonton is 28, 22, and 8 on the season, 13, 12, and 4 on the road. Anaheim is 30, 23, and 3 on the season, 17, 8, and 1 at home. Head to head between these two teams, Oilers have won 7 of the last 10. 7 of those 10 have trended to the over. They have played once this season. It was a 7-4 game in Edmonton back on January 26th. Edmonton was 5-5 heading into the break. They were also 5-5 on over-unders. Anaheim was 8-2 in their last 10, 4-5 and 1 to the unders. I had mentioned this earlier, but I like the over in this game. I know it looks like it's gonna be Dostal and Jari. But I just think, like I said, there was a 7-4 game earlier this season. As far as people from the Olympics, Anaheim had Dostal, Granlund, Gudis, and Lacombe. Edmonton had Drysdale, McDavid, and Salamansky. Or Samansky. But I like the over here. I think we're seeing over. As far as the side, I would almost, I'd be betting Anaheim here. I just don't like the price. It's like minus 105.
Yeah, I thought I would get a better price, but I still want the Ducks.
Yeah.
And I like Seneca over shots. If you can get a decent price on it. If you like the over, Ducks team total over is plus 105 at 3.5.
Yeah.
Not really my favorite.
Seneca is 2.5 at plus 115.
I wonder what the Ducks are like at home.
They are 15, 10, and 4.
So, what did you say Seneca was?
Over 2.5 plus 115.
Yeah, that's a good price. But both of them have a lot of players that were in the Olympics. You got Lacombe. He didn't play much, but Granlund. Who else was in there?
So for Anaheim, I had mentioned Dostal, Granlund, Gudis, and Lacombe.
Yeah,
And then for
McDavid,
Edmonton,
Draisaitl.
yeah, McDavid, Draisaitl, and Salamansky.
Oh, yeah.
Samansky. No L in there.
Ten and 6 at home.
This is going to be a good same game parlay game. I like a lot of props in this game. Got McTavish. He's covered in 91% of the games versus Edmonton in 80% in the last 5 and 80% in the last
Hmm.
10. But it's minus 180, so you're going to have to parlay it with somebody. Jack Roslovic, he was shooting going into the break. Troy Terry. If I was taking McTavish, I'd parlay him with somebody like Darnell Nurse. He was shooting quite a bit going into the break too, or at least when I say shooting a lot, it's not shooting a lot, but covering a lot. Um, Maybe Cutter Gauthier, take him for 3, and knock him with McTavish for 2. I could see that.
Over
Maybe
second period.
give me
I'm looking if you can
Cutter
get a 2.
a Cutter anytime goal. I could see that.
No, you can't
Plus
get anything at
170.
BetMGM right now, but over second period, there's nothing on BetMGM, but this is a huge over second period game. Oilers they're on the road, they're a little less, but at home, Anaheim is like 10-5-1. And I think you could see a slow start because of the everything getting back in the swing of things again. But once it does, I think it'll go over second period. Yeah, McDavid will probably play out. I agree. Abby said that. I can't believe nobody's talking about the fact that McDavid and McKinnon lost that 3-on-3. I haven't heard a single person mention that fact. Like in mainstream media,
Mm-hmm.
that both of those guys were trying to go through 3 guys. It's weird. Oilers on the front part of a back to back.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yep.
Who
I'm
do they
pretty
play
sure.
next? I'm taking Anaheim for sure then.
LA. That'll be a Drysdale game. Drysdale and Kempe both have crazy numbers against each other in those 2 teams.
Yeah, I mean, knew the rules, but I mean, on 3-on-3, you're trying to go through 2 other players and you have no backup. Why? Why? Why would you do that? And why would nobody bring that up? It should have been like the biggest talking point of that whole tournament. That both of those players tried to do that is absolutely insane. Um, yeah, Celebrini might have been a good pick too. Yeah, But I think we got her done, dude. You gonna take
Yep.
McDavid over points or something like that, or no? I'm not.
No.
I like
Excuse me.
that
I think if
Seneca over Shots though. He's fresh. He's ready to go.
yeah, I would take like a Seneca point, Cutter Gauthier anytime goal, Cutter shots. Um,
Seneca assist.
yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
But
Tavish maybe.
it's going to be more important to see who these final lineups are, and I think for
Yeah,
like maybe a side or a total, you might be able to get away with taking some plays now. But I think for props wise, you're better off at least for a few players, especially shot props and stuff like that. Looking at maybe taking players overnight or in the morning if you're definite knowing they're going to be playing in a certain position.
I agree. So, um, anything I have here, some of it I'll bet, but a lot of it I won't because I don't know who's going to be in the lineup next. And if you are looking to get prime picks, I was going to put this up. Let me do that real quick. I'm going to share a screen here for a second. Sure. So I've been telling you about Tony's picks where you can get the chafity fun, stop chafing in the land. Um, so I'm going to show you. I'm going to tell you right now. We started something new. You don't have to go to Tony's picks anymore. We're with Winnable right now. And if you go to the community page on Pearlo's NHL POW, you can purchase our yearly picks for like $40, 4 months for like $20, like super cheap. You get a code if you go there, and I'm just doing it to anybody that's a community member has followed me for a long time. I think you deserve to have something cool, and it's really cool. So I'm going to show you something here. I've been doing Tony's picks, and I don't really like try to sell picks on here, but is it showing up right now? Yeah, right here. If you look at the top of the page, 2026, you'll see that I am on the top of the page for the year, only doing hockey. All of these other guys, they do every other sport. I only do hockey, and I haven't put a pick in like 3 weeks. And I'm still top of the page. I was way top of the page. Once it starts going again, you'll see that I'm even more on top of the page. Monthly, Nick did catch up to me. Actually, he's kind of crushing me a little bit. I got to beat his ass coming up here. He's in first, but like I said, I haven't put a pick in 3 weeks. In Tony's picks, you only can do like totals, money line. I can do save props, but they don't tabulate the save props. Like if I go, let's say I go money line for the month, top of the page, 2014 and 0, 60, 51, 33, top of the page again for all the cappers. Totals even better. So you can only really they only tabulate the totals, the money lines, and the team total overs. But if you include all the props that I do, you can't bet shot props. You can't bet a lot of things on there. You can't bet first period overs or first period puck line or anything like that, which I would do a lot more of that. That site is called Tony's Picks, but what you want to go is to Winnable. I'll put it in the chat here. Winnable. Yeah, what you want to go to is Winnable.
It's with an I,
And
Wini.
oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, Winnable. Winible. Right?
Yep.
Winnable.
But you also posted it on your X page today, so right? So you can
Right.
just go.
So go over to my X page at Perlo's NHL POW. I also did a video that shows you how you get part of the community, and you get a promo code that gives you like ridiculously cheap prices for the picks from going on from now on this year. And that promo code will be your promo code for life if you're a community member. What we're gonna have there is all my picks. I'll be able to do the team total overs, the first period overs, all that kind of stuff like that. And Dre and I'm going to be posting our compatible picks where both of us agree on those picks, which we crush at, by the way, like 70%. So get yourself in there. It's so cheap. It's so cool. And even if you're a really good candy capper, like Avi is here, like a lot of people you are, you can use it because I've been hitting this at this rate for years. It's not like I'm just hot right now. I'm not just hot right now. This is the way I hit. If you watch me, you probably know that. So you can use it as your bankroll, make a ton on top of your own picks and just increase. That's what it's all about. It's everybody making money. We're beating bookies, we're smashing asses and stuff like that. So that was what I was was telling you. If you were a community member, you're going to get something really spectacular. Go check it out.
You
Perlo's
posted it on your community, not on your X. It's not on X. It's on your X community, not on your regular page. So they're gonna make sure they join the community.
Yeah. Go on my community. That'll give you the promo code on the community page because I'm not giving it to everybody. I'm not giving it to everybody. I'm giving it to the people that have followed me up until this point. So go to the community page. You just go to Perlo's NHL POW. There's a highlighted community box.
You can
there.
show it. Share it.
Yeah, why don't I just share it? I'm already sharing screen for Fox. I could just do that, couldn't I? Yeah. Share a screen. It's so funny. I'm going to share screen and then not show you. Can you see it now?
Not yet.
Now you can. You see it now?
Yep.
Right here, Pearlo's House of NHL Picks. It brings cash and frolic to all the land. Just go to my profile, hit that. Just hit that box right there. And it'll ask you a question. Easy question. Do you like hockey? That's it. And you're in. And you can get like a whole year's worth of service for $40. It's 80, but you'll get it for 40. If you want premium picks, you can get it for 75 for 1 year, like my goalie props and stuff like that. If you want a days, $1.50, dude. $1.50 for 1 day of picks. Like, are you kidding me right now? It's like it's very inexpensive. So Exotic and Dre and I have been putting this together for a while. We finally got it going, and I wanted to send it out to you because we don't need, but we would enjoy getting chafing out of the world in the land, right? That's what it's all about. It's the chafity fun. So we're gonna Putin's gonna be all Hymed up, man. I'm telling you right now. We're going to all the major leaders in the world, and they're all gonna be Hymed up, and they're gonna cream pies for days. We're gonna send them like crazy. There'll be no more war, there'll be no more famine, there'll be no more anything. And you can contribute to that by doing what I just said. And that makes me want to Pearlo dance, my friends. And I'm doing it. All right, Dre. It's going to be your channel next. So tell everybody how to get over there and watch this fine programming on your channel.
Yeah, so for me, I will still post all of my official plays in the Legacy Sports Discord, but we will definitely post or Pearlo will post plays that we both agree on the slate, and any plays that he has will be on his Discord. And then I'm also in the Discord too, so you can also chit chat with me. I'll be in the comments and chatting with everybody else if you wanna. So you can hit me up on either Discord, but you can follow me on X, Instagram, IG, all at Exotic Wagers with a Z. And then in the link in any of my bios, you can find the link to the Legacy Sports Discord where I post all of my official plays. And
And you got to
yeah.
subscribe too to your channel
Oh
on
yeah.
YouTube, right?
And on YouTube, we're gonna be. I know previously we were doing Tuesdays and Saturdays on my channels, but to be honest, I think for the last half of the season, we're gonna try to rotate, or it's gonna be more so just random. So more so, just make sure you're following both of us, because there could
Yes.
be weeks where we're doing more on Perlo's channel, or weeks we're doing more on my channel. So just
Yeah.
follow us both. Follow us on all our socials, and we will definitely let you guys know there.
And that's my full 42, my friends. I only got 42 to give, but 100% of that 42 goes out to all of y'all because I love all of y'all. Thanks for coming in, and thanks for all your chatter. Avi, Pole Body,
And we
Rich,
got to
of
clip it.
course, always
Don't
in
forget,
here.
we
Oh,
got to
we got a
clip it.
clip yet. Why am I
I
forgetting that all of a sudden?
Yeah, you did
All
that
right,
on the
we're
last
not,
one.
we're not
Maybe
getting
what
out of
we
here
should
yet.
do is do all of the follow stuff after the clip.
Afterwards. All right. We're going to clip this shit.
That's why I was going like that. I'm
That's
like, yeah, we gotta clip
Thank
it.
you for reminding me. That's why you were going like that.
Yeah.
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 It's all my brain power goes towards capping. If you knew me outside of sport of NHL handicapping, I mean, it's not pretty, dude. Let me tell you that right now. All right, let's start with the first game. We're going Sabres versus Devils. I got a timestamp.
Yeah. For me, I am on, like I said, Eric, the only official play I have out is Buffalo money line. Caught that at minus 102 over on DraftKings. And like I said, I'm going to be looking at some shot on goal props, but I feel like a lot of those lineups and stuff ain't going to probably hear until who's on the ice in the morning. So just keep a lookout for that on my Discord.
All right, I got Sabres money line. No goals, first five, under 6.5 in this one. I don't know what the price is because it doesn't have it on FanDuel yet, but it's usually about minus 105, somewhere around there. And whatever goalie the Sabres will have unders or over saves. And I have Norris anytime goal, plus 370. All right, Flyers versus Capitals.
For me, I don't really have anything in this game. Not yet, anyways. It's probably going to be a prop game to me. I don't know if I'm going to get to a side or a total, but if I was getting to a side or a total, it would be Washington or an under. But yeah, nothing for me right now.
I got the Capitals first period money line and puck line split. The money line's minus 148. The puck line is plus 122. I have the Capitals money line and in regulation split more on the money line. I think the Flyers are just done. And Leonard over 1.5 shots at minus 135.
Oh, I forgot
one.
about that. I did forget
Yeah.
about that one.
All right. Tampa versus the Maple Leafs.
I think Tampa wins this game, but the value is all right now on Toronto at plus 190. This might be a live bet for me. If I see Toronto take an early lead and you can get Tampa Bay at a good price, I might take a shot at that. As far as props in this game, I really like Nylander. I don't know how much playing time he's going to get here, but his numbers versus Tampa Bay shots on goal wise, like he's covered, I think, north of 90%. I want to say it's like 16 of 18, and he's at plus 148. So I think at that value, regardless of where he was in the play in the Olympics, I might end up on that.
Did I say a different Did I say Josh Norris instead of Jack Norris? Thank you for correcting me if I did.
It's the other way. It's Josh. Yeah. It's
Josh.
Josh, and you keep seeing Jack.
Okay,
You've said it a few times.
that's what it is. All right. Well,
Yeah.
tell me when I do that stuff.
Well, we were.
Then,
I told you, and I think earlier, Po Buddy was telling you as well when we were on this game.
uh,
But I don't
yeah,
think you heard
isn't
us
that?
because we said it a couple times and you didn't say anything. So I'm like, I don't think you
Yeah,
heard
it's
us.
funny. My wife keeps on telling me that I don't listen to, or something like that. Anyways,
Yeah.
Tampa. I got under 6.5. Kucherov over shots. Radish over shots and no goals first five and under 6.5 in this game. Kraken versus Stars.
Jordan Eberle over 1.5 shots. Wyatt Johnson over 2.5 shots. Robo, I think he's gonna be at 3, but if he's at over 2.5 and it's playable, I like that a lot better. Um, I want to bet the under in this game. I just don't think I'm gonna get there.
Kraken ML plus 140. Kraken goal first period plus 120. Kraken team total over 2.5. I'm not as sure about that, but at minus 120, I might put a little bit on it. No goals first five and under 6.5 again. Everly over shots, minus over 1.5 shots, minus 135. And Robo and Johnston over shots, wherever you can find that at, like probably 2.5. If it's good, if it's a decent price, I'll play that. And we have Avalanche versus Utah.
I have Utah money line. Logan Cooley over 1.5 at minus 130. And Dylan Gunther over 2.5. That's probably not a playable line, but definitely worthy of a parlay piece. And I might look at Vamelka saves here, but I really don't know. It's going to have to be a low number given Colorado state of players. So we'll see.
Avalanche, I got Utah money line, Utah ML first period, both split for a little bit. Ross over shots if he's on the second line, and Cooley over shots. I love that one at minus 130. That is a beautiful price right there. All right, LA versus Vegas.
This is probably going to be a complete pass for me. I'll definitely look at some props, but like I said, I liked LA. Definitely don't like the line movement of where it is now. But yeah, John Elway pass game for me right now.
No goals first five under 6.5. I really like that in here. And Dora Fab over shots. I'm going to see what that price is. And Vegas third period puck line. They are just a great third period team, whether they're down or up going into the 3P. So we hit it all, right? That's it. That's all of the games.
Nope.
No.
2 more.
Jets versus Canucks. How could I forget?
Yeah.
How could I forget the best game of the land for the night? Jets versus Canucks. My God.
For me, I was leaning Vancouver here. I don't think I'm going to get there at the barely plus money price. I do like Kyle Connor over 3.5 shots, I think. And I also like a point parlay with Connor and Shifley. Point parlay.
Yeah, I just got the draw and Perfetti over shots, over 1.5 shots. He's been going over it for quite a while now. So, besides that, this game is ass. Oilers versus Ducks.
Love the over 6.5 in this. Give me Cutter Gauthier anytime goal. And I might be looking at Jari saves here. Jari and Dostal. I could see a lot of shots going both ways here, but I like the over 6.5. That's probably my favorite bet in this game.
It took me a while to get there, but I like the Ducks team total over you. And the reason why I like it is you just woke me up to the fact that Jari over saves. I'm not taking Jari to save anywhere near enough to no, he's horrible, and I imagine it'll be horrible here. So give me the Ducks money line. Seneca overshots 2.5 is plus 115. I like him because he is rested and other players will be tired. Ducks money line, first period and full game, and over 2.5 second period. If you can get a 2 at a good price, I'm going to split it, but BetMGM doesn't have it right now. I'm going to split the 2 and the 2.5. And that's my full 42. We got her done. We did it. I like the Pearlo. That's like my Pong Pearlo dance. Remember Pong? You would remember Pong. I don't know if
Yeah, the
anybody else.
little with the ball going in
Yeah,
between.
just do the Atari.
That was like Oregon Trail days. You remember Oregon Trail?
Yeah, or remember that horse racing one where basically you just picked a horse and you might as well have just flipped a coin, but you liked watching the horses go.
Yeah.
That was cool too. That's my full 42. That's Dre's full whatever he's got. I give 100% to you, and now we're off. Enjoy and make sure you are subscribed to Exotic Wagers on YouTube. Go to the Twitter. You can find the link there because we're going to be on his channel tomorrow as we go through all the games. Also, I didn't even mention this. I'm on the Ice Guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. Ice Guys, the voted best NHL betting podcast in North America, still to this day, top of the list. It is fantastic. Make sure watch them every day, but I really want to see you tomorrow for sure because that'll make me feel good in my insides. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, bye.
See ya. Peace.